Hello. Today I will be talking about gender and occupational titles from the Government of Canada's Resources Language Portal. To begin, the inclusion of gender in writing is usually unnecessary, as it excludes those who do not go by binary pronouns and could insinuate negative stereotypes and sexist assumptions about the occupation, such as calling someone a male nurse or a policewoman, which is irrelevant to said person's ability to perform and has no effect on their capabilities. Gender should only be included when it is relevant to the context at hand, such as, she is the first policewoman to be promoted to chief, or, he is the first man to be assigned as a nurse in the army. Secondly, nouns in English are unnecessarily gendered and uninclusive. So instead of using a gender noun, it's better to use an inclusive alternative to accommodate everybody. For example, instead of using a gender noun such as steward or stewardess, you could use an inclusive noun such as flight attendant. Instead of using chairman or chairwoman, you could use chairperson. Instead of fireman or firewoman, you could use firefighter. Instead of waiter or waitress, you could use server. Lastly, the use of they. When using a gender-inclusive noun, it is best to pair it with a gender-inclusive pronoun to remain inclusive. For example, instead of saying, a spokesperson came to my school, he talked about inclusivity. You could say, a spokesperson came to my school, they talked about inclusivity. Instead of saying, a news anchor appeared on the news, she talked about the upcoming election, you should say, a news anchor appeared on the news, they talked about the upcoming election. To conclude, the use of gender to describe someone relating to the profession is more often than not unnecessary and uninclusive, so it is best to use gender-neutral nouns and pronouns to accommodate everybody, and not isolate and evaluate anyone who doesn't fit into the preconceived assumptions of any specific occupation. Thank you for listening to my presentation.